Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you had a good night's sleepy. Okay, so I was thinking about this one. I hope you find it as valuable a piece of information as I have. I did not understand it when I heard it. Like, where do you derive your sense of joy from? Like, when conducting activities in your life, when you're doing the thing, thinking about doing the thing, or the result of the thing. Like, hey, if I do this, at the end of it, I get to rest. Or if I go to work, I get a paycheck. If I work out, eventually one day I'll have a nice body. Or, if I put together this business, then one day it'll make money, and that's my reward. But what I found out, or the other thing, is denying yourself like certain things. Like anyway, I won't go into it, but denying yourself, guilty pleasures or certain foods or behaviors that aren't conducive with a healthy lifestyle or conducive to your goals or whatever. So attaching your sense of pride and happiness to the process of the thing rather than the result of the thing has been something that has been very, it sounds like it's not a big deal, like semantics or whatever, or at least at first to me. I'm like, how do I attach my sense of self-worth and happiness and like basically dopamine generating force behind the action of doing a not necessarily pleasant activity like working out or putting together business stuff or something like that, or just working hard in general on something. It's not, we've kind of been trained to be like, oh, keep your eyes on the prize, and the prize is the end. But really, it's the journey and the effort that you put in that you can attach your sense of happiness and pride to, that while you're doing the thing, it's the process of doing the thing. It's not the destination, it's the journey so much. Because when you get to the to the end point of a thing, like, hey, I just made $100,000. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, it's cool, but then what's next? Like you're like, oh, okay. Well, that was, like when you're anticipating a trip or something like that, and you're like, wow, I can't wait, I'm so excited. And then you go on the trip. Yeah, it was cool, but sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes it's, a lot of times I find things to be anticlimactic. So when you concentrate on, like, for instance, I let myself get re-addicted to nicotine. I had quit like 8 months ago, and then I sucked on one of those, an inhale, one of those vapes. It's a big vape. A big vape. I was like, oh, big vape. I love it. Anyway, it was, those things are good, man. I mean, they make you feel good. They raise dopamine levels up like crazy. And I was a great lesson for me to not mess around with anything, because getting back into that addiction loop is so friggin' easy, no matter, really easy for me. So it was a great wake up call. So I said, okay, well, I don't want to potentially mess up my breathing and my optimal health over this temporary little, good feeling type of thing. That's not the kind of person I am today. I have control. Okay. So I dropped that like a couple weeks ago. And then now, so I'm doing the little nicotine lozenges or whatever to whatever. Okay. But now my busy season is pretty much over, and I have the latitude to be able to not, have a couple of days where I'm not at my, peak, whatever. So I am using this technique to, every time I have this feeling of, oh, I gotta get to this thing, I say, no, I love this, because this is doing the hard things is giving me a sense of pride that I have not experienced to this degree much in my life. And I am having such a great time exploring the possibilities and having such a much better time with things when I'm congratulated, not for the results of the thing, but for my sincere efforts towards a worthy goal is the real thing that is giving me the juice these days. You know, not like, you know, the result of the thing, but telling myself, yeah, I'm feeling I want this, but the fact that I am not doing it gives me a sense of pride, or that I'm working towards the thing. It's not like the muscles at the end of the day. It's the fact that I'm working diligently towards a thing, you know, to get the thing done, that I can give myself not a congratulation at the end and celebrate at the end of the run. You know, I celebrate during the run. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Good job, Bobby. Look at you. I'm proud of you today. That's something I couldn't say for years and years. But I can say it today, and I can say with a straight face that I'm proud of you today for doing what you're doing currently. Not waiting, not the results, but the actions, the daily actions that lead to a better life for yourself, for others, to be able to spread it around, like and be an energetic, you know, awesome force in this world. Anyway, I love you guys so much. You have a beautiful day. Mwah.